What's going on, comic book world, YouTube nation? This is Gary, a comic noob, and I just want to update my comic book collection, man. This is for the past 2 weeks. Picked up my books, and without further ado, let's get started. As you can see here, I got a Dark Horse Comics Ether #1. Something about like an adventurer scientist, kind of like something like a Dr. Jones kind of meets the fantasy world, and they kind of almost take him back to the fantasy world so they can solve like some kind of mystery or something like that. So we're gonna give it a try, see what it do. Those who did it, and I think David is the one that yeah, he's the artist. So we're gonna give that a shot, see what it do. I got here Spell on Wheels. This is #2, another Dark Horse Comics, and the first one was all right. I mean, it wasn't nothing spectacular, nothing mind blowing or nothing, but it was a all right story. Kind of reminds me of that old TV series with the sisters as witches or something like that. So I'm gonna give it like 2 more books and see where it goes. And if it does, if it still stays on the same track, I'll probably not pick up no more. But we'll pick up 2 and 3 and see what happens. I got the Kill or Be Killed #4. Man, I love the I like the covers for this book, man. They're just badass. Even though they're all pretty much black and with some red and white, but man, there's some brutal covers, man. And to me, I think the story's all right. Old boy, tries to commit suicide. Last second decides he don't want to, but he ends up falling off end up damn near killing himself anyway. He wakes up in the alley thinking that he might have been dead, and comes to find out that a demon saved him. And the demon's telling him he's got to pay rent, so either he dies or he's got to kill somebody. So that's the storyline. And he starts killing people. So it's all right, man. It's an all right little book. I got Reborn issue #2. Man, I can't wait to pick this one up. They had a whole bunch of different covers, and I got this one. I think this is a B cover. I just thought it was badass how they got old boy, the demon looking dude, coming out of like a bloody lake. He almost looks like the devil or the demon from Labyrinth or Legend or whatever that movie was. I think it was Legend. Or Tom Cruise. Father. Man, I'm super stoked to pick up this one too. My He-Man and Thundercats #2. Man, they got some really, really, really great artwork, man. I like the colors, man. I liked how they got the colors, everything. They kind of drew He-Man's face a little off. But, man, I'm waiting to see how it's going to go down, man. Let's see what Skeletor and Mama are going to do. I picked up the Untamed. This is a Killing Floor. This is book #1. It is from Stranger Comics. And, man, I read the preview for it, man, and I thought it was pretty badass, man, so I picked it up. I got this one, and they had a B cover too, and I got the variant cover. I mean, they're cover price, so I just picked them up. I thought the story was gonna be pretty cool. I mean, I love that cover, man. This is I think this is a B cover, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a really great cover too, man. Looks like almost Japanese style art, man, and I love that. I'm a big anime. Let's see what it says right there. Let's see my focus. I will kill the world and die in hell for her to live in heaven. Woo! What's that about? And I showed these on my boy Rebel Comics live YouTube channel. And I'll show them again because this is for my channel. I love this cover, man. I don't read the Rebirth Superman all that much, but man, this cover was badass, so I picked it up. I mean, just look at that. What are you gonna do now, Batman? Don't underestimate Batman. And I got my Animosity #3. Really, really dig this series. Man, y'all should pick it up, man. It's only on #3. You can still probably pick it up at your comic book store. If you get 1 and 2, you're probably gonna pay about, I don't know, anywhere from $15 to $25 for the pair. But I mean, it's a really, really good story. She you know, one day all the animals, they start to, man, they start to have a mind of their own, and they can talk and communicate with us, man. So they, man, they start having at it. You got rats turning on, you know, the exterminator telling him to die. You got birds dive bombing people, telling them to buy, taking down airplanes. I mean, it's just wild. You got a tiger killed its owner because the owner sold his kids on the black market. And this dog right here is the shit. And he protects his girl right there. And they kind of go, the last book I think went in how she got him, picked him up as puppy, and how they, you know, came about. Because when everything happened, this dog looked at her and said, man, don't worry. Whatever happens, I love you. I got your back. And that's the story of that dog having her back, man. It's just a great, great story. I mean, look at it. You got a turtle with a four-way bazooka. Look at this dude right here, man. He's got iron jaws. Looks like Lockjaw from He-Man. Look at the deer with grenades. The koala with the pistols. I mean, really great. And I got 2 covers. Because I ordered one from my mom and pop comic book store, and it was this one right here, because I could see the big, I mean, it might be hard for you to see with a light, but there's a tick there, a tick there, and a tick there. You know, I ordered this book 3 weeks ahead of time. I got it a week late, and it came damaged, so I was like, man, I can't have that. So at my other comic book store, you know, I live in Houston, so I got, you know, I'm blessed to have multiple comic book stores. They had one, and this one's in, man, I would say a 9.8. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. This one's, I bought brand new, and it's probably 8.5, if that, you know, with them spine ticks. It might be less. I got this one right here because I dug the cover. I like the Batman too. I like how they got Catwoman on here. She's like an assassin now, like a badass assassin chick now, not just a burglar. And I just think that cover's awesome, man. I got Black #2 from Black Mask Comics. And the series is alright. I mean, it's kind of wild, you know what I mean? A little racist, but you know, it's alright. You know, that's kind of cool how they got old boy hanging there, and he start to, you know, you can tell his superpowers about to kick in. I guess the other 2 don't have none. But it's all right, man. It's a story of something about, like, the only people who have superpowers are, you know, black people. And not all of them have superpowers. Is, you know, just the only ones that would have superpowers, it would be a black person. So check it out, see what it do. The covers have been pretty cool, though, man. I like the covers. I got Flash #10. Really digging his Flash, man, and Godspeed and Wally and all that, man. It's really great series so far. It's really the only Rebirth I'm really reading. That and Batman. And I got the second cover too. And that's my haul, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And leave some likes, dislikes. You know, please subscribe my channel. And leave some comments, man. I like hearing from you guys, man. Let's see if you like any comics, any covers. You know, what do you think about certain colors? I mean, look at that cover, man. It's badass. How do you think about any books? I can't wait to get into this one right here, man. Man, I'm so stoked because there's so many I want to read. I want to read my Untamed. I want to read my He-Man and Thundercats. I want to read my Reborn. Get my Kill or Be Killed. We can see how this one goes. And I'm interested to start in that one. On my Ether. And that's it for my haul, guys. Later.